Hello, everybody. This is Edward. This is video number 39. Video number 39. Staying accountable in my real estate career. This guy I was working with, my friend Mark gave me, he's got the $100,000 to put down. I thought we'd be done today. Uh, he went after a different house, kind of behind, going around me, and he didn't understand I'm not a realtor. I think he thought I was a realtor. So he's looking at his house on the MLS. I said, dude, you got to go directly to the listing source because I'm not a realtor. I can't work with them. I'm an investor, and I find things that are off market. So like I sent him a house today. I sent him a phone number to an owner of a house. I talked to the owner. The owner will pay me a finder's fee. You know what I'm saying? So if he buys that house, and I think it's his best bet, he's going after all this other stuff it's great if he can get it, but he's looking at millions of dollars. He doesn't have the backing or anything to get. Yeah, he needs grants and stuff like that. He's going after grants, but he needs to start where he is. Get this house, get the grants paid off, and then work on grants towards other things. Get the grants to be able to buy those types of buildings. But at least it would get him in Spokane, a house inside the city limits that does need remodeling. That once he buys it, upgrades it and fixes it up, it'll go for $500,000 easily where it is because of where it is. It's close enough to Gonzaga. So, so that's that. I've made calls. I've already been making calls this morning, sending and writing some letters, sending out emails, and trying to get this. Not nearly enough, but um, I'm back at it. I do need to touch bases with seeing what's going on with the short sale and that but just for those of you, if your dream would give you time to be a better person to the world around you, we talk about being a better to the world. It doesn't have to be the whole world, but guess what? Everything we do affects the whole world. Go back to quantum physics. It's like we might be that pebble that puts that ripple in that lake. When it gets to the other side, we can't see it, but it still affects the other side. We do affect everybody. So how do we want to affect them? If we don't go for our dreams, don't go for our goals, how are we going to affect our children and those around us? If doing what I'm doing gives me more time to be effective in my ministry, and my thing is um, addiction and abuse. Those are mine. Addiction and abuse. As I build my company, I want to get to the place where the people I'm going after first are felons, addicts, and domestic violence survivors. Why? Because we are the ones, and I'm all three of those. We are the ones who mentally don't think what good enough about ourselves to think we deserve anything better. We are the ones who don't think we deserve anything better, and it's hard to become really great um, citizens as far as productive members of society in a way that we believe we're okay and that we are giving. We'll get jobs. We'll just work for and get by, but we don't believe that we are actually powerful beings that God put here on purpose. We believe the lies we were told our whole lives. So that's where I want to go with my business as far as the business. And as it frees me up to work more in my 12-step program and my ministry. My ministry being, again, addiction and abuse. I run something called Men of Compassion, which falls under WIN, which is Women's Healing Empowerment Network in Spokane, Washington, which is a domestic violence shelter. And see, if the women are healing and the men are not healing, then who are these women going to when they get healed? Who are they going to? If the and I've seen a couple who came in. She went to the women's group, he came to the men's group, and their son. That then you hear what their son has to say about the family and dynamics and how it's changed and how he feels much better and is far more appreciative of living in that home versus the home as it was before. It so greatly affects our children, and I can't get my ex to come to it for nothing. My daughter's mother, she doesn't think she needs it. She'll come to some other periphery stuff, but she'll never get involved with that women's group. You know what I'm saying? But my daughter sees the difference between me and her mother. She treats us completely different. She has no respect for her mother, but she treats me with utmost respect. But she likes staying with her mother because she runs that house. She's 17 and she's the boss. She's the boss, and she knows it. And she knows I know it. She knows I understand. So, yeah, you go for your dreams, not just because you live better, but you affect everybody. What would you do? What would you really do? What would you give back if you had everything you wanted? What would you give back? How would you unselfishly use your newfound wealth to better the world around you? That's the challenge I want to offer you. And if doing that would make the world around you better, then you should take the risk. You should take the risk. All right. Peace out.